Hey there, fans of the Atlantic Division leading Boston Bruins. That's right, I am back. I know it has been quite some time since I last uploaded, but the Boston Bruins have done pretty well, and I want to get into that right now. Apologize in advance for the stuffy nose. Since I saw you last, the Boston Bruins have gone 4-0-2, getting victories against the Stars, the Wild, the Lightning, and the Panthers, and losing in overtime or the shootout against the Jets and the Flyers. Little fun fact here, they've outscored their opponents 21-15 in that stretch, which is pretty impressive from a Boston team who just keeps finding offense from different players. One of those players, Ryan Donato. He has 7 points in 8 games and 4 goals. He has been really impressive. We knew he was a sniper, but he came to the NHL and didn't lose a bit of confidence. If anything, he's gained confidence. The way he's shooting the puck, there was a couple times, it might have been his 4th goal. David Krejci was open for a pass, got it over to Ryan Donato in the middle, and Donato didn't even think about passing. He's like, I know I can score here. And he did, just sniped it. A beautiful shot. He already looks like an NHL veteran. Can I just say, I really like the Rick Nash, David Krejci, and Jake DeBrusk line, but I have fallen in love with the Ryan Donato, Jake DeBrusk, David Krejci line. Krejci has had a hard time finding consistent wingers over the past couple of years, and he finally had some when he got Jake DeBrusk and Rick Nash. But now with Donato, they have so much speed on the wings, and they can both shoot the puck. Oh my goodness, that is going to be one heck of a line coming into the playoffs. And it's interesting to see what they'll do with Rick Nash with the success that line's having. Maybe Backes goes back to center on your 3rd line, and you have Rick Nash there, and they can be kind of a bigger checking line. I'm not really sure, but it definitely gives Boston some options coming into the playoffs. Speaking of Rick Nash, let's jump right into an injury update. Rick Nash is supposedly working out. That's all you can really get out of Bruce Cassidy on the subject of Rick Nash. I think Cassidy's pretty open about injuries, and he'll tell you when guys are banged up or when guys are going to be back in the lineup soon. He's pretty open to it, but he hasn't given anything on Rick Nash, which kind of worries me a little bit, but you think they might just be resting the veteran now that they've clinched a playoff spot. It looks like Riley Nash and Charlie McAvoy will be playing in the next game. Charlie McAvoy's still coming back from that injury, but he's ahead of schedule, which is good news. It'll be great to get him in a couple games before the playoffs. Riley Nash had 40 stitches on his ear, head, and neck. But he's a hockey player, so he'll be right back in the lineup as soon as he can be. Brendan Carlo has a broken left fibula. Not good news. I don't think we're going to see him again. It's really sad because he missed last year's playoffs because of an injury right before it. He's been a great shutdown guy for us this year. It's going to be really hard to replace him. You think Kevin Miller and Adam McQuaid can bring that physicality into the lineup, but you just can't replace that kind of talent, so it's frustrating coming into the playoffs, but I still think Boston has a good chance. One last thing I want to talk about, because I didn't get a chance to, is Zdeno Chara's contract extension. I actually got to meet the big man the day of the extension and added this beauty to my collection. I absolutely love the deal. It's a 1-year deal for $5 million. It's actually more than he's making now, but I think he's earned it. He's showing that he can still play over 20 minutes a game at age 40, playing ridiculous time on the penalty kill. He's played really well. I want this to be his last year. I want him to retire as a Bruin and go out. We can retire his number, have a really good legacy, maybe get him a couple more cups. But, he seems like he wants to keep playing, and that's the difficult thing. I don't know if he can keep playing, so maybe Boston keeps going the 1 year route, but I would really like this to be his farewell tour in Boston. And some of you may not know, but the cap for the NHL is actually going up by $5 million. It's at 75 now, it'll go up to 80. So you basically get Zdeno Chara for free next year. That's the way I look at it. As always, thank you so much for watching. It's great to be back. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe down below.